Joseph, you said that child is causing terrorism and violence around the world. What can we do about it?
Well, you got to look to your leaders. I mean, who are you putting in power? Who are you handing over your votes to, or your non-votes, and your power to, that are allowing us to perpetuate? You know, for instance, in the United States, you've voted in a bunch of real dumbass children in Congress who are doing the bidding of the NRA, and so we can't get basic rational shifts done to gun control, so that these extravagant guns are not available to just anyone. And this childish rationale that your leaders give back to you, that it's going to, change the Second Amendment. Is it the Second Amendment? That's going to change that right to carry arms. No one's asking for that. It's very clear to an adult, but to a child, and if you continue to behave like children, they can throw that bullshit at you and you go along with it. And so you've got children leading children, and these children who are leading you are doing it for money, for comfort, right? For power, not for your well-being. It's time to take a look at your leaders and see which one of them are adults and which one of them are children, and get them the fuck out. And stop convincing yourselves. I've been listening to this since the 60s, and I'm sure it's been going on I know it's been going on forever, that your vote doesn't count. That's fucking ridiculous. All right, it does. Vote and get these children out. Now, I get that, in the States you have a choice between, a grandma and a big fucking child. And so you feel like you're choosing between a lesser of two evils. But we cannot have a child running the country, not what is presently the most powerful country in the world. Vote these children out. Get them out. Start looking for real adults to represent you. And so that's where you begin to look. That's where you start externally. Internally, you look in the mirror, of course. The person that takes that bullshit argument, so you want your guns, great. Are they literally asking you to give up your guns? Come on, use your mind, stop being a child. Because you want to understand that you're just being pulled like puppets on a string by the National Rifle Association. And sitting back in another country, not far off, judging is not useful. What good is the judgment? Educate. Participate in the education. Do surveys here to show how it works here, so that the Americans have something to refer to as proof that maybe this is not the best way to go, the way they're going. Help your brother on the other side. Look to your leaders. Vote. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and ask yourself, am I being an adult or a child here? And if you can't, or don't have time, or you need time to grow yourself, to find an adult in you, in the meantime, then at least find someone who's grown up to represent you. And really, for the sake of whatever matters to you, stop picking people that look like people, that look like people, that look like people who've been running the country and the world for centuries now. Open your minds to diverse-looking types of people that can actually provide leadership. We need this diversity of perception and perspectives. That will grow us all as a group. That will help mature us. That will help grow our child as a country's child. That will accelerate all our growth. Look to your leaders. Fight, cause, make happen a leader to come forth. The biggest problem that happened with the Wall Street demonstrations from a few years ago is there was no proper leader. Right? Look for an adult leader. Vote out these children that are running the world. Stop relying on what you're used to. Because in times of crisis, we default and defer to that which we're accustomed to. For instance, if you say, I'm never going to parent like my parent, and now you're 25 years old and you have a kid and a crisis occurs, your mind will go to what did my parents do? As much as you said you wouldn't, because that's all you have to reference. So that's what we're doing. We're referencing to these old white men and deferring power to them here in North America. When crisis occurs, so then they can get us into more crises, distract us with wars that we should never be in, and create such a distance. And then you have these manipulative special interest groups who use things and events like what happened in Orlando and in Nice to promote money, because the more guns sold, the more money this organization makes. And we're all very clear how it filters out to the politicians. Well, we need to start voting out these children and voting in people who will not stand for this. Will stand on our behalf until we can stand for ourselves. Right? Too many children running this world. So start with the leaders.